When 2023 ended, if you had told me that 2024 was going to be a verified renaissance of the video game industry, I would have laughed at you. Good games? What are you talking about? GTA 6 isn't out yet, okay? That's not out for like another year. Come on. But I'm wrong, okay? Past me, hypothetical me, this isn't real. Obviously, you didn't ask me that question. I've never spoken to you before in my life, except for maybe one or two of you, but hey, I'm getting off topic here. The fact of the matter is, good games are coming out, okay? And they're not perfect, okay? Palworld isn't perfect. Helldivers 2 isn't perfect, but they are dang playable, and they are dang fun. This is miraculous, okay? I don't even know what to say specifically. It is crazy to me that we are this early into 2024 and we already have two games that have just absolutely blown out of the water in terms of popularity. Is that the right phrase? Blown out of water? They have like blown expectations out of the water. They've done so well. One game, Palworld, we all honestly thought was just a gimmick. It was going to be nothing. And although it's teetered off some, the fact of the matter is, it was good. It's still going to be good. They're still patching it. It's still an early access game. There's probably a lot more content to come out. And then Helldivers 2. Who even heard of that? Huh? Be honest with yourselves. Do you even know about the first Helldivers? Because I didn't. Okay, I did not know about the first Helldivers. Apparently, it's a top-down shooter. It's an entirely different genre from what Helldivers 2 is. They're not even remotely alike. We're talking differences to the degree of Fallout 1 and 2 versus the rest of the franchise.
You are out of uniform, soldier! Where is your power armor?
What do you need? Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. What's really too bad is it'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact, I know some folks that'd love to set up there if it was safe. If you could make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece, anyone who decides...
But here we are in 2024, and things are looking up for the gaming industry, okay? You love to see these smaller, lesser-known companies absolutely blowing it out of the park when it comes to their titles. When they do great, it does nothing but encourage AAA producers to actually, not make crap for a change, all right? We have a lot of these people in these industries that are starting to feel threatened. I know for a fact that Game Freak, the Pokemon Company, whatever you want to call them, they are always trying to get those lawyers up the Palworld creators' butts because they're not happy, okay? They are very clearly not happy, even though at the end of the day, they will probably do fine, all right? Everything will blow over or whatever. But right now, they're sweating, okay? These CEOs, they're not doing so hot. They're not really having a good time. And I'm really hoping that it encourages these AAA companies to just up the ante and start making a bit better quality when it comes to their games. Palworld alone wasn't enough to get me super excited about this stuff, but I really gotta say, with Helldivers 2 becoming its own little cultural phenomenon and making its waves all over TikTok, dude, I kid you not. So many people are live streaming this game on TikTok right now. You know that TikTok does live streams of video games? Well, they do. I found that out, and it's interesting to see. That made me excited, because one, that's a coincidence. It's a one-off thing. Nobody's really going to think. But two, that's when changes can really start to happen. So I'm starting to get a little helpful. I mean, we've got these games coming out. Next year, we've got GTA 6. And that's going to be a banger. Rockstar Games, they don't miss. So it's going to be sandwiched right there. Everything that comes in between that isn't a good title, I really feel like is going to leave those AAA studios absolutely bogged down. Like, it's going to leave a stamp that's extra hard instead of it being a stamp that's like over here on their shoulder or something like that, letting you know, hey, you're branded with a bad title, so that sucks for you. It's going to be right there, just stamped right there on the forehead. So if they come out with a bad title, it's going to look extra poor on their record. And frankly, I would not be surprised if we saw one or two of these big studios fold this year. And frankly, did I just say frankly twice in a single sentence? I'm going to start over, okay? I'm starting over. I could possibly see more of these companies being bought up. Now, that's the worst case scenario. Okay? I know that we've had these big companies try and buy studios that, frankly, aren't even small. They're still big companies. And they're getting bought up like crazy. And some of them have been stopped because they're just a bit too big. And we're starting to worry about monopolies. But if these companies are going to go under anyway, I could see them starting to get bought out. And that's the one thing that I'm probably not excited about. Because I've talked about this before in a previous video, one where I talked about the gaming industry a little bit. And honestly, it sucks. These days, a single bad game can cause an entire company to fold. No matter how good the company is, that one single blemish on their record can cause them to fold these days. And that wasn't always the case. Back in the day, they used to be able to throw anything at the wall. And what worked, worked. And what didn't, they just chucked to the side and moved on to the next project. But these days, one bad title can spell doom for the entire company. And we've seen it plenty of times in recent history. We are not fans of this, okay? Because it means less companies to make games, less jobs. Obviously, you don't like to see less jobs. But most of all, like, the ones that fold seem to be ones that you're rooting for. Like, they make one bad title and you're like, okay, but I still like the company. And meanwhile, you've got these awful companies filled with awful people that are running the show, and you just wish. You wholeheartedly wish that those companies would just fold. We're talking, Activision Blizzard. Do I need to name others? I wish that they would just go under. I'm not going to lie. I don't like them. I'd be willing to not have Call of Duty anymore. Not that I'm really the biggest fan of Call of Duty to begin with, but I do not like the practices going on over there. That company seems invincible, even though they just keep dropping crap all the time. But that's the worst case scenario, everyone, okay? For the most part, I think that this is positive overall for the industry. So keep supporting these smaller developers, making these banger titles, even if they're not perfect, okay? Support these developers that are making these small titles and do your part by pushing them. Push their popularity, enhance it, support the people that are playing these games, and just have a good time. All right, put the AAA titles to the side if they're not doing too well. If they're rehashing the same crap like with Call of Duty and things like that, just don't give them the attention. You're going to get the same experience you did last year, so try something new. Just enjoy something new and let them sweat a little bit, okay? Let them realize that these smaller developers are doing laps around them, making superior titles in terms of enjoyment and overall virality. Viralability, is that a word? Viral ability. You know what? I invented it. If it's not a word, I invented the word. Viralability. The virality of the video is important. I'm getting off track. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Just really tired. Oh man, I would love to play Helldivers too. I think I'm going to buy it. I don't know if it's something that you have to play online, but I want to play it. So I might play it. I might get that game. I got Palworld when I shouldn't have spent the money to do that. So what's one more game? But hey, let me know what you think below. Okay? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you hate me? If you hate me, give me reasons why. I always want to improve. Not my looks though. Okay? I'm handsome. And I know it. So don't try to argue that, because then I'll know you're lying. Except my teeth. I have awful teeth. No matter what. My girlfriend drinks just as much coffee as I do, and her teeth are white as snow. I don't know what the heck is going on in my mouth. We're using the same toothpaste and everything. Something's not working. So if you have any teeth whitening tips too, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe, okay? One like is one AAA title CEO crapping their pants. And don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And until the next video, check this one out. Hopefully it's one you like. I don't know. It's the YouTube algorithm deciding if it's a good video.